taking my drag. Oh, it's a big one. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. All right, so a little backstory. I'm here fishing this pond and they have willow trees everywhere. And this just reminded me a little nostalgia moment. I used to go fishing at a pond in my dad's neighborhood. I used to ride with him all the time on our bikes, and we would come to this pond and it had willow trees. And I remember I would swing on these and fish and spend all day over there. And it just made me think that I want to do an episode on my YouTube channel which will teach my friends who have sons who aren't really knowledgeable in fishing or want to go fishing but they really don't know how. I'm going to give you guys a little trick on how to catch a lot of fish if you don't have live bait. Okay, this is something that my dad and I learned together, and it really gets kids interested in fish because you're just catching. You're catching bluegill, you're catching crappie, you'll occasionally catch a bass here and there, but this is just something to get the kids interested in fishing. They're not sitting there just waiting for a bobber to go down, they're actually reeling this in every time. So it introduces them to the lure aspect of fishing, artificial bait. And when they catch things on artificial bait, it really get them hooked in the sport. So what you're going to need for this, and it's very simple, is obviously a rod and reel. Any rod and reel will do. A bobber, one bobber, and a little bait. So what I have here is a little jig head. You can find these at Walmart or anything. A real small one, and a little grub, little one, neon color, anything that your kid picks out. So what you're going to want to do is you want to put the jig head into the grub, straight down from the top into it, and loop it through and push it up so it makes it look like a little swimming thing. Okay, whatever you want to tell your kid, that little tadpole or whatever. All right, next you're going to take your line. Okay, you're going to take your line right here and you're going to tie it at the end of the line. So a real simple knot. If you don't know really how to tie fishing knots, a real simple one. Just put the line through like that. Give yourself a lot of slack, okay? And what you want to do is you want to make the end tip go around the line 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After the 7, you take that tag end, the end part, put it back through that loop that you're saving open, and just pull tight. Okay. Once you pull that tight, just do one more knot. Just take the tag end, go around the main line, pull it through the hole. Boom. Just tighten it. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then you just want to trim that line really short. Okay. So there you have it. You have a little lure at the end of your line. Now what you want to do is you want to put the bobber maybe 3 feet above the lure. Okay, so you take a bobber. If you don't know how to put a bobber on, there's a little knob down here. You push down on that and a hook pops out. Okay, you wrap your line around that hook. So you push down, wrap your line about 3 or 4 times around that hook, let it go. The bobber's on. All right, let's go catch some fish. All right, so this is how your setup's gonna look. You have your bobber and your jig. All right, I lowered it down to about 1 foot. I came out here, the water's really shallow, so I put it down 1 foot. What you want to do is you want to target shore areas and corners, and you just slowly reel in. Got one. Caught one. Look at that. just a little sunfish. But I mean, realistically, that's all you need. That's all kids want to do. Just catch fish, touch them, name them, release them. So let's see how many more we can catch. I think that's what got me hooked, is this little setup right here that my dad taught me. I used to walk around the pond with my dad, not catch a damn thing because I was so impatient. I didn't know how to use the lures properly. I would just sit there and hang on these willow trees. And then we learned this. Here's another one. We learned this, and I was just reeling in fish, catching them. When I got older and older, I was like, you know what? I want to catch bigger ones. I want to catch bigger ones, faster ones. I want to use different lures. I don't want to use this anymore. But my interest in the sport was already there because of this setup. And this is, I mean, this is so simple. I mean, look at it. It's just a bobber with a little jig head and a little jig at the end of it. And realistically, you can't get any easier than this. And just using this will familiarize yourself and your child with how to use the reel and rod. How you doing? It'll teach you everything. It'll teach you how to use the reel and rod. It'll teach you how to set a bobber and a hook. It'll teach you how swim baits work, because this is similar like a swim bait. So it introduces you to a wide variety of things in the fishing. All right, so before I end this video, I just wanted to thank everyone for watching. I hope you learned something in this video. That's really what I wanted to make this video for, is just to give you guys an idea of what you can do if you want to bring your kid out fishing, but you're kind of uncomfortable because you never fished, you don't know what to do, you know, you don't know how to set up something. This will give you an idea of what you can set up and what works. Okay, I think your son or daughter really just wants to catch fish. They want to release the fish. They want to name the fish. So this is very simple. You can go to Walmart. You can get a $10 rod reel combo, the one with the Disney characters or the Marvel characters on it. They don't care. And you can go out there, set this rig up, and just catch fish. You know, it teaches your kid how to cast, teaches your kid how to reel in, it teaches your kid how the bite of a fish feels like. So everything that the kid needs in order to develop the love of the sport is all in this simple setup. Okay, this is it. He's not counting on live bait. You don't have to sit there and put worms on there. You don't have to kill minnows. You don't have to bring a minnow bucket. This you can carry in a plastic bag and be able to go to any body of water and catch panfish. And the beauty about panfish, look at that frog that just popped up right there. Just wants to be in my video. But the beauty about this and panfish fishing is panfish are out all the time. You can catch panfish in any body of water. So any body of water you see, that you drive by, that your kid sees, you can stop, put this little rig on, and you'll catch fish. So on behalf of David Fishing and the idea to spread the love of fishing, because I think there's nothing better than sitting out with your kid, jaw-jacking, talking about stuff and catching fish. I think that's one of the best pastimes that's soon becoming extinct. So go out there, catch some fish. I just caught another one. And fish on. Fish on, people. Fish on. Thanks for watching.